Do you want to increase exposure and build your brand message? Look no further than creating a rock-solid digital marketing strategy through social media. In fact, that's how I grew my business to over $1 million in annual revenues, all from using social media and content marketing for small business. So let me break down what that looks like. First question would be, are you on social media? Are you using social media for business or just for pleasure? So you intentionally want to use social media in a business capacity. The first question that people ask me is, what platform do I use, right? We've got Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, podcasting. There's so many different options that you might feel overwhelmed, and that's very understandable. The first tip is to not use more than one platform at a time if you're just getting familiar or creating a process or a system, because for each platform that you use, you want to have a process in place with documentation and evaluation. And that can take some practice and some tinkering. So you don't have to overwhelm yourself thinking you need to be everywhere all at once. What you need to do is focus on what gets results. The best answer for which platform to use for social media as a small business owner would be, where are your ideal clients or your target market hanging out? So if you tend to reach out to a younger demographic, that might mean that TikTok would be a better avenue for you, versus if you're working more professionally, then that might be LinkedIn. So if you don't know yet who your target market is and you're not familiar with that, then the second best option for choosing one platform would be to choose a platform that you can consistently stick with. Because let's face it, if you're not consistent and if you're not being diligent about your posting schedule, then it doesn't matter what platform you use, because you're not going to show up regularly. So you have to show up regularly. And again, it's ideal if you can show up regularly in front of your ideal client. That being said, now I can say honestly that every platform, you're going to have a range of people. There might be slightly younger demographic on TikTok, but it is aging up. So even if we've got a client that markets to a menopause audience, and she is doing great viral work on TikTok. So even though TikTok skews young, that doesn't mean that there aren't folks on there who are older. So I wouldn't get so hung up on which platform is best. Just think about what can you do consistently. The second point would be brand. The second concept for a winning digital marketing strategy would be branding. Now, I see a lot of people overlook branding, especially business owners that really are aggressive and they want to get fast results through using ads, or they really want to focus on sales. They forget that branding is really important. Now, branding is a long-term play, and you're going to need some patience, and you're going to need to start thinking about your brand message and making sure there's consistency with your behaviors, your language, and your tone in your marketing efforts. So you want to ask yourself, who do you serve? What problem do you uniquely solve? And what makes you stand out from the competition? It's not enough to just solve a problem. For long-term results, you need a unique path of how you get consistent results and make clients happy time and time again. You do need a strategy and a digital marketing strategy, because if you don't have one of your competitors will. And if they're better at content marketing than you, then you're going to have a really hard time standing out. The third tip to develop a winning digital marketing strategy would be to use templates. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Social media templates and branding can be life-saving. Check out our Instagram template that we use with clients. Now, we have a lot of Instagram templates that we've actually purchased from an amazing designer. So let's take a look and see what these look like. So this is an example of using a template, and you're obviously going to modify it for Instagram. You can change the colors, you can even change the font, but the idea is you're customizing this for your unique brand. And this particular template is based on customer stories and testimonials, if you have any case studies about the great results you've gotten from your business. So you can see here in this template, you have a lot of great ideas of what you can do in different design elements where you're showing off the success that you've helped create. Now, when we work together, we either provide you with this template or a similar one, and we help you plug and play, or we actually do it for you depending on which service you choose with us. Now, you want to define your brand's visual elements, which is important but often overlooked because it's okay if they change with time. But you do want as much consistency as possible, because when people start to recognize you for similar visual elements and colors, you're going to have a better chance at brand recognition. But this doesn't happen overnight, so be patient with yourself. Check out some options that we offer our clients. Again, this is a template to save you time so you don't have to overthink it. We have here a template for a mood board. And on this mood board, that's going to show you the colors that you've chosen for your business. This is a pre-made template, which is even easier. I wouldn't do anything from the start. I would just use a template, and you can always modify it later. You can see that these are logo designs, and then this again, these are the same colors along with a logo. So you can see this looks very cohesive, and this mood board just shows the kind of look and feel with these textures and this beige type of color. To me, this looks very feminine and romantic. And then this is also similar. It's a different palette, but it looks very similar. Again, that romantic type of color. So I'm going to scroll down and show you one that's less romantic, so you can see a little bit of a contrast for different types of styles. Something that's less boho. It's just that for templates right now, that's really popular. So you're going to have to sift through if you don't like the boho. So this one is a little bit, it's going to have a slightly broader appeal because you've got this tealish color here. So you can see that these colors are a little bit more blue leaning. So they're less just about those romantic reds and purples. So again, pick a template, but use a consistent brand guide, and that's going to show you the type font, meaning the fonts that you're using, the colors, and how this looks cohesive to tell a consistent story through your visual elements. This will help you create a really beautiful, recognizable brand. You're going to need a logo too, and it's all right if you keep it basic. Here we've got brand logos. So this is also a template that I purchased, and you can you can create your own logo on Canva. You can buy a very affordable logo on something like Creative Market or Etsy. Now I want to show you what some of these look like and how you can customize them. I wouldn't spend too much time worrying about your logo unless if you're several years in and you're really clear about your mission and your vision, which usually takes businesses a lot of time to codify. I know for us it did. We've changed a few times. So if you see anything similar to what you like, these are very boho-like. If I were to choose one that's not as boho-like, it would probably be this North Shore logo, or maybe this logo. And so from here, you can obviously customize this and put your initial or your company name, and then you would save this. And when you do save it, you would save this particular page. You would want to make sure that you set the download file to transparent background so that you can actually use that logo. So this is a really simple way for you to make beautiful designs that look consistent. There's also tone and personality that are really important elements, but I don't have enough time to go into that today. So if you want a video dedicated to tone and personality when it comes to branding, type the word branding in the comments and I'll make a video dedicated to that specific aspect of branding. Now we come to tracking and analytics, arguably one of the more important parts of a digital marketing strategy that can help you learn what's effective and what's not. Because not all of your efforts are going to be effective, and that's okay. But what's not okay is if you never learn what is or isn't effective, and then you're spinning your wheels, wasting your money, and getting frustrated. Which is why as a business owner, you have to learn how to prioritize. And when you're using social media and content marketing, you're going to have to learn the skill of how to prioritize for the world, the landscape of social media and content marketing. You're going to need to measure the effectiveness of your marketing campaigns. Now, when you analyze the results of your content, you can make data-driven decisions, which is going to help you manage your resources and achieve better results for your business. There are so many tools out there, but let's just keep it simple. Using a spreadsheet on your Google Drive or even Excel is absolutely adequate as long as you can keep up with it consistently. Check out how we use Google Sheets for our email marketing metrics. This is a manual process, and you can see that what our team has done is taken the date, the subject line name of an email, put the segment of that newsletter, of that email, and then typed out who it was sent to, the amount open, and then the open rate. We have further also click-through rate and other metrics as well. But what this does is it helps us learn the metrics and the behaviors of our audience so then we can review this information and make decisions about how to better adjust our future marketing campaigns to get better results. By implementing the tips above, you're well on your way towards creating a winning digital marketing strategy so that you can stand out, make more money, and grow your business online. If you're interested in learning how to attract more customers using online marketing, I want you to grab my free guide below to save you time with writing headlines. And if you're in a place to get some help and have your content done for you, I want you to apply to a discovery call with me or someone from my team to learn what services we offer to best support you to save you time and energy so that you can get results faster.